If you're a guy who is over 40 years old, and trust me, I am too, here are some of the best hairstyles for your age bracket. Now, a hairstyle as you get older, you may think to yourself, oh, I've got to become more conservative. You know, has to be outdated. Well, that's actually the opposite, because the more you do that, the more it ages yourself. So typically, you know, you may start to see haircuts like this to where it's got a nice longer type of flow, a little bit blended, and you know, you've got a lot of hair. Well, in my opinion, that works okay. But if I were to pick one hairstyle that I think would be really, really awesome for somebody who is, let's just say 40 and up, it would be something like this, all right? Now, this is a hairstyle, in my opinion, that is a timeless style to where the top, it's actually, I would say about 1.5 inches, no more than 2 inches long, all throughout here, and the back, same thing, maybe 1.5 inches. It's all blended, right? It goes from maybe like a number 1.5 guard or a 2 guard, and just literally blends in and tapers in nicely to where you've got some hair on top and through here. And what this does, in my opinion, and why it makes you look a bit younger and more youthful, is that you can style it in a variety of different ways. If you have this haircut and you're not using any sort of product, like one of my, you know, a hair paste or a hair wax possibly, or one of my hair powders. I literally have so many hair products you can use for this style. It's insane. But the ability to be able to style this in a way and mess it up and make it look more modern, that is where this haircut is a huge benefit. So think of this as just a simple kind of just layered, tapered haircut to where it's maybe, you know, 1.5 inches on top, no more than 2 inches, and it just gradually blends in, going shorter into longer right into here, and you can style it in a variety of different ways. It's probably one of my favorite haircuts. Now, let's just say you want to have a little bit longer length throughout the sides, right? You don't have to buzz this short. Well, this is another option to where the top is probably the same length as the other one. However, this haircut, we've got a lot more hair throughout the sides into here. Now, the only difference between this one compared to the last one I had showed you with the shorter sides is that this may, depending on you, and if you like to have more hair throughout here, is your head gonna get hot? You know, is it gonna feel like you've got so much hair? Do you feel like you want a haircut? If you're used to having the hair longer on the sides, then this would be a great option. And this is probably, I would say, like a number 4 guard into here, 5 guard, right? And as this works its way up, again, yes, it is blended to where all this is probably 1.5 inches, no more than 2 inches long throughout the top. Now, you're able to style this in the same type of way where you can have it a bit more messy. You can also make this a bit more full and voluminous, but also a bit more on the textured side. And that is what keeps this haircut looking very, very youthful. If this is something that, you know, you want to show to your stylist or to your barber, you could take a screenshot of this. But you could also say, you know, looking for maybe, I would say like 1/2 inch or 1 inch in length throughout the sides and the back, and then it all just kind of blends up into the top, where I can have some styling options where if I want to, you know, maybe push it back off the face, I want to have it more towards the face like this, a side part. This actually is a really, really great hairstyle, and it works really, really well for the 40 and up group. So here's another one now. Okay. Now, let's just say you want to go a bit more extreme and you want to have more of a dramatic look to where you've now you're introducing some length to your hair. And this is probably something that a lot of guys, you know, if you're watching this video and you're 40 years and up, you may be like, oh my gosh, this could be the new style for me. This keeps your hair looking, like, and you overall looking youthful, simply because it's something that is a timeless look that shows sophistication. It shows that you really take care of yourself with your grooming, that you are confident enough to wear something like this. This shows experience, right? This shows that you have the confidence and the ability to put this hairstyle together and to wear it where it complements you as an individual. Haircuts and hairstyles are all about individuality. And I think this is something that as you get older, you know, you may think, oh, it's you know, long, it makes me look, you know, too much like a kid, or you know, it's not professional. Well, it's a complete opposite. This is something that actually allows you to look more professional and to look more confident and more put together. And the good thing about this is that you can wear it in a variety of ways. You can slick this all back. You can use something like my Power Cream, which is a very, very strong cream hair gel. You can use my Crafted Matte Pomade. You can have this more of a slick back taper type of look where it's a bit more sophisticated, or you can have it to where it's a bit more, kind of tousled and messy. We're using something like my Tidal Wave Sea Salt Spray to add to some volume and texture. And this is something where for this type of look, I don't suggest is going to any random barber. This is something where you need to go to a hairstylist who understands how to create layered shapes. This is all about creating a good balanced layered shape. And yes, this is all layered throughout here. And the front comes down to probably, when you pull it down, just about the tip of the nose. And watch this. See, it springs back up. So you need to make sure that you have that length. And when you let go, it springs up when it's dry. That's one thing you need to really, really pay close attention to. Here is another one that you're probably thinking to yourself, really? Like, you want me to wear my hair longer as I get older? This really, again, depends on the type of individual you are, the demographic. Let's just say you are like a dude who's maybe in a band, or you're kind of like a low maintenance guy and you want to have your hair a little bit longer, and maybe you could put it into a bit of a ponytail, a low ponytail, or even a high ponytail, something like this. There's nothing wrong with this, right? Like, this actually makes you look pretty youthful as well because it shows confidence. The maintenance on this is you can get your haircut maybe once every 6 months, right? Maybe 2 times, 3 times max a year, to where this is all just, you're trimming up the dead ends. But you need to make sure you are maintaining your hair with good products. Like, for example, my hemp shampoo and conditioner, my Pure Set. It's going to keep the scalp healthy, and it's going to help fight and block DHT so that you're not experiencing a lot of hair loss. My 25 spray, which is a great spray, it helps detangling. My anti-static vent brush. These are all products and tools that you need to be able to keep your hair looking really, really good. I do have a product, my new product called Structure Styler from my Crafted line, where you just take a little bit of it, a little amount, and you just run it through your hair, and it's going to help tame the hair and add just some light volume and texture. And it's really, really a great product. And lastly, yes, I'm going to end this on a note where the hair is long once again. However, this time we've got some layers and some wave in it. So if you're somebody who has natural wave and a natural texture to your hair where it's got some curl, then this is a great style for you too. If you want to have your hair laying as flat as possible, meaning that you're not going to be creating a lot of fullness like this in the hair, you want it to be very, very flat, then I would suggest getting no layers. Maybe you can get a slight face frame to open it up into here so that it's not so heavy into here. But if you want to see more of the curl and you want to see more volume and more shape to it, then you would probably get longer layers. And once again, that falls into the realm of going to a hairstylist, unless you find a barber who really knows how to cut hair well. They're out there, definitely. You just got to find them. And then you're using good products like maybe my Tidal Wave Sea Salt Spray, my 25 spray, and you're just letting the hair do its own thing naturally. And this is more for like a wake and wear, towel dry it after you wash it, just lightly towel dry it and blot it, spray the products in, and then set it and forget it. And hopefully it'll form its own shape. So this is a really good option if you want low maintenance, but you have some wave and texture to your hair. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments below. Are you wearing any of these hairstyles? If you want to use any of my products and purchase them, you can go to shop.thesalonguy.com and use code YouTube20. That's YouTube20 for 20% off. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.